Let's talk about the top five bros of the week, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start it off here with Joe Adell, who robbed 3 home runs. Now, there is a little bit of controversy here because the last home run, he caught the ball, but he also exited the field of play. I feel like that's actually like that should be a home run. Like, if I don't know. I don't want to be the old man screaming get off my lawn here, even though I'm 23 years old. But I feel like the whole point of robbing the home run is you caught the ball when it was going to go out, but it didn't go out because you caught it and then you landed in bounds. If you catch the ball and it takes you out of bounds, the ball went out of bounds. The ball is. I feel like that's a home run. It went over the wall. The ball went over the fucking wall. And when you normally rob a home run, you catch the thing and you land in bounds. The ball doesn't go over the wall. If you go over the wall with the ball in your glove, then the ball went over the wall. Walls and balls. I feel like it should only be two. Either way, Joe Adell, I hope I'm not saying his name wrong. No disrespect to that guy, number 5. John Fanta, number 4. I mean, now this guy deserves all the credit in the world. He is the GOAT of college basketball. Him, Ryan Hammer, and there's one other guy that's just an encyclopedia of college basketball ball knowledge. But John Fanta particularly is the GOAT of college basketball. I saw him on a call. I think it was Dylan Brooks and Kevin Durant, two in the NBA, going at it. Dylan Brooks was talking shit. Kevin Durant broke his ankles, and John Fanta's call was like, "Oh, it's like somebody poked the bear there." And then he said whoever was on the side. His interviews are top tier. His commentary is top tier. His videos are top tier. Never a stutter. Always good delivery. Always good semantics with the words that he chooses. Always good wordplay. He is a beast. He's the GOAT of college basketball. I love me some John Fanta. Number 3, top 5 bros of the week. Kay Adams. Kay Adams for being a model example, a model role model, just the prime role model for young women who want to get a career in sports media. Kay Adams, absolute beautician, goated interviews, was goated on Get Up on Good Morning Football. I haven't watched Good Morning Football since she left. Her and Nate Burleson. She is unbelievable, the gold standard, the industry standard. Shout out my friend Aiden, who works with the Commanders. Saw her at training camp, met her, said she was really super, super sweet, super nice girl. And she doesn't, allegedly, this is all alleged. How do I say this without getting in trouble? Suck wieners for scoops. Alleged. Alleged reports about Diana Russini from 2015 is that she was the side piece of a GM of a certain team's owner. We'll get into the Russini files, but all this stuff circulating about Diana Russini. Let's listen. I didn't jump the gun, but I found an opportunity to bash the Patriots. I'm going to bash the Patriots. And Diana Russini talks a lot of shit about the Jets too. And I saw an opportunity to bash Diana Russini. We don't know what the semantics are. It doesn't look good. And then all of the stuff that's coming up, and you hear Adam Schefter goes on this talk radio show and they talk about it. He seems like he was holding back, and there's a lot more here. I think Russini could be in for. I think there's some stuff going on, and I usually trust my gut a whole lot, and I feel like she's not a good person. I don't know her, but that's what my gut is telling me. Those pictures look very, very bad. The whole situation looks really, really bad. We don't want to jump to conclusions without a lot of evidence, number 1. But number 2, this isn't the first time or the last time. It won't be the last time, but definitely not the first time where Russini has been in this type of scandal, where she has been rumored to do these types of things for scoops. And Kay Adams, you never hear anything bad about Kay. You never hear anything bad. Yes, she's a little bit flirty with like Shams or KD when she interviews them, but it's never anything like it's all playful. And it was with Russini, but Russini also was a bad reporter who gave scoops that just weren't true. That players would be like, "Yeah, no, this isn't true." Like there was one where George Kittle didn't report to practice, and Russini tweeted, "Yeah, this is contract contract related," and George Kittle replied to her tweet like, "No, it's not. I just had something to do." Like I feel like she's a liar. I feel like she has bad sources, and I feel like she cheated on her husband with Mike Vrabel. And you see some of the stuff, obviously, all these clips coming about Rossini talking about her husband. I don't know the context of any of them, and context is important. So I don't know what the context is. I think most of them seem just like playful digs, but it's like a lot of them. And it's like now you have this stuff with Vrabel. It doesn't look good, and we have a story. Let's just dive into the Rossini files at this point. Shout out Kay Adams. Kay Adams, gold standard. And if all this stuff about Russini is true, she's setting back women in sports media bad. Like this is bad, 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 bad. Let's dive into the Russini files. First of all, she said, "I'm married to someone average. I don't post a lot about him. If I was married to someone beautiful, I'd overpost too." Russini also said how women aren't really locked into marriage once they get proposed to and they say yes. What? They're locked in on their wedding day, what she said. She also said, "I did a lot of partying in Miami that my husband doesn't even know about." Listen, these are all clips I saw on Twitter, like totally out of context. But what really, really bothers me, what really, really grinds my gears, is that Jessica McLaughlin, back in 2015, the wife of the Washington Redskins general manager, Scott McLaughlin, at the time, accused Diana Russini when she was with ESPN of exchanging sexual favors for information, and she accused Diana Russini of being her husband, the general manager of the Redskins, Scott McLaughlin, being her side chick. Also, during this time, Diana Russini was allegedly caught outside a bar or at a restaurant fighting with another reporter with our number two bro of the week on today's episode, Sean McVay. Allegedly, Russini got into a fight with another reporter outside a restaurant because they were both hooking up with Sean McVay, and they both did not know about it. My source is a Reddit forum from 5 years ago, so take that with a grain of salt. But what a pull, if this is true, for Mr. McVay here. Unbelievable stuff out of the kid. And I know my mom said this. She was like, during the football season, she's like, yeah, everybody thinks McVay is handsome. And I was like, really? And then I looked at McVay. I'm like, oh, I can see it. For like a 35-year-old, 40-year-old guy, successful guy, the dude's fucking jacked. Wouldn't be surprised if this dude. And the reason it's important is because she was with the Commanders at this time, a really similar time when Diana Russini was accused of exchanging sexual favors for information and of being her husband, of being the GM of the Washington Commanders side chick. Now again, this is all alleged. Nothing is proven. Jessica McLaughlin, the wife of the Washington Redskins general manager Scott McLaughlin, who accused Diana Russini of doing these things, also issued apologies later on. So there could be truth to some of this stuff. There could not be truth to some of this stuff. It could all be blown out of proportion. The truth is, I'm going with my gut, and if I had to choose, I would say Russini cheated on her husband with Mike Vrabel. If I had to choose, just going off my gut. But then again, my gut is probably biased because Diana Russini talks shit about the Jets all the time. Mike Vrabel's the head coach of the Patriots, and I don't like Mike Vrabel because he's the head coach of the Patriots, and he used the Jets as leverage. But there's a lot to unpack here. Those are the Diana Russini files, and I don't think we're quite done yet. I think more stuff is going to come out. But remember, these stories are just resurfacing because of what's going on. So it's not like it's a one-time thing. Like Russini has been mixed up in stuff like this that is beyond football, beyond reporting, now multiple times. So, yeah, interesting stuff. So Sean McVay at number 2 for top 5 bros of the week. And then number 1, of course, is Garrett Wilson for not cheating on his girlfriend and posting a ridiculously cool dump on Instagram. Shout out Garrett Wilson. Lovely stuff. What a top 5. What a segment that was. Shout out the Russini files.